Natural disasters are inevitable, unpredictable, and devastating. For the construction industry in particular, flooding washes piles of money and time down the drain, along with stormwater that can be so hard to get rid of. However, instead of letting a flood run wild and hoping to recover once the damage is done, you can take charge in advance. You may not be able to stop flooding entirely, but you can proactively mitigate the fallout. Here are 3 ways construction can combat flooding. Tip number 1, bring everyone on board. Change starts with education. All parties, engineers, homeowners, architects, and others should be knowledgeable about flooding solutions. Cities like Houston are creating invaluable initiatives like the Green Building Resource Center, where anyone can find resources on sustainably controlling floodwaters. Letting people know solutions are available and what they are is the first step to putting them in place. Tip number 2, plan for the worst. In construction, we've all learned to hope for the best, but plan for the worst. Flooding is no exception. Adjust estimates if needed. Your project may run a higher budget, but it will be more expensive to deal with the damage retroactively. Deepen your retention ponds, secure their perimeters, and stabilize your slopes to ensure they don't erode. None of these is a silver bullet solution, but each one helps minimize floodwater's effects on a structure. If you have the means, consider elevated construction. It takes some engineering, but it's an excellent way to reduce long-term risk. Tip number 3, create better surfaces. Slopes and ponds are good solutions, but all they really do is create somewhere else for water to sit. To maximize control over flooding, construction professionals can provide more pathways for stormwater to flow, and then escape. Permeable pavement solutions like TrueGrid accomplish just that. Not only is TrueGrid more than strong enough to meet the high traffic, heavy load demands of an industrial or commercial site, it's also 100% permeable, which means it allows stormwater to naturally drain through the surface into the ground below, greatly reducing the risk of flooding. It's one of the easiest and most cost-effective ways to mitigate the impact of stormwater. To learn more about how you can incorporate TrueGrid into your next project, visit TrueGridPaver.com or call 1-855-355-GRID. TrueGrid, the world's strongest permeable paver.